are perfect examples of above-the-line mantras known as useful beliefs. My friend Chris Helder has written a book on it. You can find it in bookstores, called Useful Beliefs. And learning how to adopt them is actually how, no matter what's going on around you, you get to go, okay, this is horrible, but I'm going to step up. And it's how you stay optimistic. It's the game you play to hack your mind. And performance psychologists will teach us that these mantras hold you together when the world around you is falling apart. And I think it's super important. And I think these become memes we pass on to our family. It could be your most important legacy, especially now Chris tells us we're going to spend our children's inheritance. So it's a way of seeing the world. And I just want to talk about the fact that there was a Rabbi Shamal who wrote in the Talmud. So if you're Jewish, it's like pre-Old Testament. Pre-Quran, like all of them, like you go way back into the Jewish faith, the Talmudic scrolls are like their ancient wisdom. And Rabbi Shammar said, we do not see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Psychologists use a phrase where they say perception is projection. In other words, you see out there what's going on in here. And if what's going on here isn't good, guess what you see out there? And so optimism, the ability to see positive futures, is quite often about hacking your internal perceptions. In science, we call it confirmation bias, and we suggest it's a negative thing. So a scientist will try to really, as much as possible, so confirmation bias is, I'll find what I'm looking for. Have you all noticed this? Have you ever sort of thought, I want to buy a car, picked a model, and picked a colour, and all of a sudden there's 1,000 more of them on the road? Yeah. There's not, it's just you're selecting for it. Can you see how that works though? Because you can use that for good. You can say, I'm going to see positive people doing good things wanting to help. What you're able to do is keep head up, eyes forward, heart clear. Alright, this is super easy, super straightforward, super fun. Nothing hard here, nothing hard here at all. Alright. Oh, I should just go one step further. So Rorschach, Herman Rorschach in 1921. Oh, by the way, does anybody else, is it just me? You thinking? I'm thinking Brad Pitt could play the role of Herman Rorschach, I'm just saying. He came up with a thing called the Rorschach test that we still use in psychology today. You've seen it, it's all of these ink blots. Have you seen in movies where they show an ink blot and they say, tell me what you think? There is no answer, actually. My favourite of these is this one. So why don't we put you all to a Rorschach test?